You see, often when I was updating my AI agents and stuff like that, I would have to go into my Supabase project and create a new database, and then I had to input data and whatever, and that was just so boring. And I am too lazy to keep doing that forever. So I decided just to make an AI agent that create databases for me. Not only create the databases, but manages all the data inside of the database using this structure that I created over here. And I'm just gonna show you how it works, because it's kinda cool. So check it out. If I ask, what are our databases? I have one database that I pre-made inside of the thing. So it is going there. You have one database called notes, and then we can say create a new database for my finances and expenses. Let's see how it goes. Hold on, it's cooking. I have successfully created a new database called Finances for your financial records and expenses. So we can say, can you add that double chocolate ice cream I bought yesterday costed me $3. Let's see. And as you can see, I have added the entry for double chocolate ice cream you bought yesterday, which costs $3 to your finances, which is very interesting because if I keep mentioning the price of the things that I want it to add, then in the future I can just ask, can you collect all the information about my finances, like how much money did I spend? And the thing would just go there, the AI just go there and just calculate and bring it to you. So I'm gonna show you exactly how I've done this, how the entire project actually works. So before anything, let's go into Supabase. Ignore these three main sheets over here. They are not for this project. These two are. So we have the databases. As you can see, we have a database named Notes and the other one called Finances. By the way, you can use Google Sheets to make this. I only use Supabase because I prefer Supabase. It's better than Google Sheets, but you can do the same thing. I just don't really like using Google Sheets in n8n. And here, as you can see, double chocolate ice cream. Content costs $3, purchased on the previous day. Database finances. And this is how we are going to structure our data. So, first thing, we got an AI agent. The prompting is not really important in this one because we are doing the prompting using the tool. So this is very simple, as you can see over here. We have your helpful database manager assistant, understand the user intent and expand the fields for creating new data inputs. Get the correct database, make additional notes to ensure all relevant information is stored. Cool. Now let's go over the tool so we can understand what's happening. We have a memory, we have chat model, but that's not important. Let's get started from this one. Get all data. This one basically is going to use this tool to check all data in a specific database. And I think I used a filter, exactly. I have a filter over here. So what this tool is going to do is, if I ask to get something in the finance database, it has to put the name of the database inside of the filter. So all the data that is being collected in this tool is only referring to the database of finances. It is not going to get any data from the other databases. So this is a way to get the data, but filtering the data that I want. And this is the description that I use. Set this to manually, put this description as you can see over here. We use row, get many, then you just have to put the name of the database that we are querying, which in this case is data. Return all results, filter, then I put build manually, all filters, must match all filters, and then I choose a field inside of my database, which is called database. As you can see, is this one over here. This one is finance, and is equal to, then I use a from AI function. If you don't know how from AI works, I may have already posted a video explaining how from AI works, but if you don't, this is a way to prompt the AI inside of a field, as you can see. So I say, from AI, database name, check the correct name of the database before proceeding. So the AI is going to input here the name of the database, so it's only going to query the information inside that database. And we have this other one, which is get all databases, similar to that one, but the thing is we are going to get all the names of the databases. Use this tool to check the name of databases before performing tasks. So I'm basically saying you cannot perform any task before you check the name of the actual database before you proceed. So this one is querying this database over here that has the name of the databases. So we have notes and finances, and we can add as many as we want. And the AI is now forced to check this tool to check the name of the database before proceeding, in order to filter the data in this tool. That's the main concept of how it works. So then we have create new entry, update data inside of the database, create a new database, delete data, or delete database. So let's go into create a new entry, how it works. This is a call n8n workflow tool. If you never used it, you just come here and call n8n workflow tool. Let's just check how it works. The name of my one is new entry. The description / prompt is use this tool to create a single new entry in a specific database. Do not use for updating data. You don't need this anymore. I fixed this issue. This was like a testing development type of problem. But anyways, we have the source, which is the database, and playground 2 is this workflow over here. So I'm calling the same workflow, by the way. This is playground 2. And then we have database name. As you can see, it was already triggered. So match the exact name before proceeding. So the AI has to go into that tool, get the name of the database, and then put in here. Title from AI, entry title. Here basically is the title of the data that we're sending. Content, explain the content of the thing. Extra notes, additional notes aside from main content, optional field if needed. And here it is if you just want to copy my prompt, additional notes aside from main content, optional field if needed. After that, we have action. So I made a video explaining how I use this thing over here. The action is actually a filter. As you can see, this is a field that I'm sending to the workflow that is already pre-cooked inside of this. And the data is being sent to this thing over here, which is the workflow trigger. So the data is going to come over here, and this field over here, which is action, is going to say create. That is going to be filtered by the switch node. So this switch node is going to check if this says create. As you can see over here, create, and it's going to go to the create route, which is this one. And that's basically how it works. It's going to get this pre-cooked information and send to the correct data. Anyway, after creating new entry, we have update the data. It's not much different, it's just prompting different. We have database name, match the exact database name, same as before. Then we have entry new title, send same data if unchanged. So if we ask it to update something, but we don't update, for example, the title, I'm just saying, please put the same title as before so we don't kind of just send blank data, you know? Then we have from AI, enter new content, send the same data if unchanged. Okay, same thing as here, but the difference, this is the content and then extra notes. They are the same thing. We're just saying that if just send the data if you actually have to send data. Current title, exact title of the existing entry. So this current title, as you can see here, is for filtering the database in order to find the exact field that we were looking for. So I say, put the title of the data that you're changing so that the AI agent, not the AI agent, but the workflow can filter and find that a specific row that we are looking to adjust. So it is going to go to the update route. It's going to come here. As you can see, I have this validate database entries over here. For example, this one is filtering by JSON database name, okay, and the current title. So this is filtering not only for the name of the database that the data is stored, but also the title of the data that we want to change in order to get the correct row. Then this is just error handling, as you can see. If this does not exist, it means that the data is wrong. This is incorrect data. By the way, if you go to settings over here, check this to always output data. So if this fails, the AI is going to see that it did not work because we have a prompt inside of the error handler over here. This is a set node, and all you gotta do is make a prompt here, because if the workflow ends on this node is basically the response for the AI, so it has context of what is happening. The database name or the current title does not match the actual database. Double check it and try again. This is just error handling, as you can see. So if we actually get the correct name of the database and the correct title of the entry we're changing, we're gonna come to this one, which is update a row. And all we gotta do here is just send the data. So row, update, type, name of the database, which in my case is data. Select type, build manually. All selected conditions. This is the filtering. So we are filtering by database equals the name of the database, and then the title equals the title that we filtered before. After this, we have the new title, create new entry, which is the information that we are sending through this thing over here. So all you gotta do is get the data from here and just put in the correct fields in order to update. That's basically how it works. And after that, this is just error handling thing. So after update, I just check if the data was actually updated. And all I do is just send over update completed. That's it. If it works, it works. So next one, we have, okay, new entry, update data. Then we have delete data and delete databases. I will go over the create data, but it's basically the same thing as I mentioned. This validates the database. The filter is the name of the database. And then we have create a new row, which is just send the data that is coming from the trigger, just as update, but a little simpler. That's pretty much it. Then we have the delete. So delete's the same thing. We are going to get the name of the thing and the title. As you can see, we filter by the database, the title, just like the update one. Same error handler. We go to delete entry, which is pretty much the same thing. So if I open this, this one is set to delete. Then we have the database, match conditions, and we have the same thing as before. We have name of the database and we have the title of the thing, just differently set to delete instead of update. And then we have delete database. So delete databases, it's made to not only delete all the entries related to a database, but also the database itself. So this is going to be the same thing, validate the database by the name of the database. After this, we are going to delete all entries in the database. So this is set to delete, and this is set to match all entries that are inside of this database name. So all the entries, all the rows that connect to this database name are going to be deleted. And after this, we go to delete the actual database, which instead of going to the database, we're going to the database. So in the database, same thing. We just put delete, we put the name of the database, and it's pretty much deleted. So that's how it works. So I'm just going to show you myself deleting the database. Delete the finances database. So now let's wait, so let's see if it works. Please confirm that you want to delete the finance database, as this action will erase data within it. Are you sure? I think I specified inside of the tool. Use this tool to delete existing database and erase all data. Here, current title, confirmation. Did you confirm if the user is sure? By the way, even though we are sending this data, we are not using this. This is just a chain of thought prompting type of thing that you can do using the from AI, as you can see. So I'm just asking, well, to send this data, just confirm with the user if they actually want to delete it. So as you can see, it's just ask me, please confirm that you want to delete finances. Yes, please. And now it's going to delete, and the database is now deleted. The finances database has been successfully deleted. All associated data has been erased. If you need anything else, feel free to ask. So if we go to our database and we just reload this, as you can see, we do not have the finances database anymore, and all the data related to that does not exist as well. So that's it. That's how it works. You can just come here to the chat, ask to create any database that you want, delete the databases, update data, do whatever you want. I just wanted to break it down so you can build it for yourself, because this is genuinely a very useful tool to use as a sub AI agent inside of your main AI agent, and I'm going to use this a lot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you can build this for yourself. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching the video, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. So bye bye.